Well, hello there folks from beautiful sunny southern Arizona. This is not where this video starts, but it is where it ends. But I guess technically it is also where it starts. This video is all about the ALUMAX II, otherwise known as the Illuminus Maximus dose. A double dose of no-nonsense gravel datting. Ultra Dynamica, my tire brand. We have a 700 by 53 coming out. So this bike was built around the new Ultra Dynamica Brute and a Garbrook Aero chainring crankset combo, red on red, just pure decadence. I couldn't resist. This build, as you're going to see, starts in Connecticut 3 weeks ago and ends out here in Gravel Paradise. So won't you please take a trip with me back in time. Back in time. Just leaving the northern edge of Nutmeg Country here, Middlesex County, Connecticut, and heading north to Bellows Falls, Vermont. Crossing the great state of Massachusetts, doing this all in the span of 2 hours. Pretty excited to really dial in this ALUMAX II with Frank today. Last day of 2025, New Year's Eve here. And here we are pulling into Frank's shop in Bellows Falls, Vermont. That's the scenic Connecticut River right behind the shop. And here we are inside the shop talking about the new bike, the new geometry, new tires, the weather, etc. And some old Yetis from his old job that he's repairing. And now we're going to pretend that this is footage of Frank welding my bike together. But it's actually a repair on an old Yeti. And this is what Frank looks like with his shirt off, folks.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
This is Alex. Hi, Alex. How you doing?
Hey, Frank.
Stupid enough to go riding with me today?
Yeah, that was fun. But I'm done now.
Man, this is sick.
Building is all a hideout for my own habits, you know.
Yeah. I got my autographed poster of Paolo Pezzo right there.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, just chopping the chop with Frank here at the shop. Time to go inside to warm up.
We had to custom do the dropouts because they don't make them. As we're running into problems with the
Supplies,
supply
yeah.
with rim brake stuff.
It just made me feel good that all the stuff that, you know, was kind of meaningless, is mostly meaningless to most people, you know, and stuff that I retain, you know.
I mean, in '93, the Shimano Diori XT Rapid Fire Group, $549. That's a lot of money back then.
It was. I know.
Yeah, that was some good stuff.
Really good stuff. We've got plenty of complete kits in the barn right now that I paid much more than that for.
Yeah. When we got the record stuff, the OR, it was horrible.
Yeah.
The cables, we changed out. I worked on Julie's bike for a month. Put Shimano cables in it. They were covered with Campy. And changed the springs and everything, and the pulleys, and bent and cut and welded, used a Shimano cage on it. And, another one at Durango, they had like a national or something like that before.
Still at Purgatory.
I beat everybody but Tomac in the downhill.
You did?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Frank.
So I'm like, hey John, and he's like, no. I know what you're gonna say.
Don't you dare hurt those hands.
Yeah, you're a welder. Get back to work.
Aw.
Yeah, he would race a mountain bike race on Saturday, then go race a 100-mile road race on Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
Or vice versa, however it was, you know.
And you could really
Vanderbilt
make a
at the
name for
time.
yourself.
Blissfully, right? You know.
Live in your ignorance.
Ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
With that, I'll let you guys off the hook.
And just like that, we've got a bike frame, fresh from the hands of Frank himself. Just a few more steps before we put this thing together. We got to warm up the frame. We got to warm up our hands. We got decals to apply. Doing some decals here. See how these play with the... Put some extra bottle bosses on the top here. I think the larges and extra larges will fit 2 bottles on the down tube. We're going to find out. see how they play with the decals. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. I love decals. You just want to go a little bit higher than you think. You want to match the decal up with this gap right here. That looks good enough. Oh, well, another, actually I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. I'm going on a road trip tomorrow. I'm leaving this, leaving the tundra and heading to Arizona, although it's going to be a tundra all the way across country. I think all the way through Dallas. I mean, look at all the snow we have here. You saw me walk into this place. 13 to 15 inches or so. Most snow I've seen here in Connecticut, really, since, I don't know, 20 years or something. Okay. Well, we got the ALUMAX II sample here from Frank. I'm going to start building it here. Not all the parts are here, unfortunately. Some of my stuff from Thun in Germany got held up because of the inclement weather here in the States, and some other stuff that was coming from across the country. But we're going to have to, cannibalize the ALUMAX I to make this work, unfortunately. But I think I already have a buyer for that bike, somebody who wants it. So we're just going to pass this one right on through. We're going to move on to ALUMAX II. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I might as well make this a two-for video. I forgot I have my my EVU 2.9er actual production bike here. This was a paint blemish, so I pulled it and am building it up for myself. So I'm bringing this also. This is different from my red bike. My red EVU #1 has East Coast specific geometry, a really high bottom bracket, the main thing. And, this one's built for more of the rest of the country. So we might as well make this a two-for video. I'll have this build kind of going in the background. So yeah, we got a lot of action before driving across a frozen country. 39-hour drive. So, oh, these poor bikes. What did they do? What did they do to deserve this? ALUMAX I, goodbye. R-Works EVU #1, goodbye temporarily. I'm just borrowing your wheels.
Okay, well, packing up 4 bikes to take with me. I know they'll fit in that. I got a lot of blankets up on top of the bed. Wherever I'm sleeping tonight, it's going to be 10 degrees tops, so. Yeah, so there's a stack of nice bikes, folks. Still got plenty of room on the other side.
All the way into Kentucky, still on a glacier, you can see.
But they're like, sorry, no, it's over. They also had a new contract with Electric for $25 million, which is actually crazy because,
because he wanted us to become more commercial and I wanted to like make more trouble. We thought that was going to happen, but it did not happen. And so, yeah, with a bunch of wild covers on there. Yeah, well, I never thought about that before. Like every time I would tour, I just go back home and never see your personal.
I made it. Okay, here we are in New Mexico. Faywood Hot Springs, one of my favorite stops that I do every time I'm headed to Tucson. Got in late last night and had a mesmerizing soak under the full moon. So, feels so good. I'm gonna start building bikes again here and go for a little road ride later after I do some computer work. Still missing a derailleur hanger for this one. And I didn't pack a bike stand, did I? I'll figure out something here. Hang this from a tree. One last finishing touch there. Made in New England. And here is that blue Evu all dolled up for class photos. La la. So take a deep sniff with me here, folks. Get yourself close to the screen. Yes. Here's that drivetrain. 2x11. Daddy does indeed like. Oh my, what a workshop, huh? Sure beats the heck out of the frozen tundra of the Northeast. Now that we've got some work done on that mountain bike, let's treat ourselves to a little road ride, get some sun on our legs before we head out and start driving towards Tucson. Okay, now time to start to try and install this crank. Okay, well, I'm having to check a diagram here. I don't know how. You know, I've really only installed a few outboard bottom bracket cranks, so we're gonna see how this goes. Which way? Okay. Quiet on the set. Okay, we've got so many spacers here. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do with all these spacers. There's at least maybe 10 to 15 of them, and they're all these different sizes. And it doesn't seem like those bearings should be exposed like that. And these don't cover much of anything. I don't know what I'm doing. So we're watching a YouTube video.
Now it's in. Then I'm gonna use the J. Let's get it. Then I'm gonna use the J. There's the J. Push it in there.
That's all he's doing.
Key moment.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, now I gotta tighten it. And then I guess we're gonna see if we needed any of those spacers. It's so wide. Fuck. Well, something's not right.
You want to sit in the red chair with the red bike?
It's coming together. So we're almost there. Down in the corner here. It's going to last for bars.
We will ride bikes.
We'll ride bikes. Whoops. So, Patrick and I did get to go out for that ride, but boy, oh boy, did the shifting stink. A little too much friction in the friction shifting, if you know what I mean. So, I went to Patagonia Bikes, and my friend Noah here found that my tight-ass bar wrap had kinked the bottom of the housing as it came out the shifter. And that helped quite a bit. But the drivetrain still made all sorts of noise in all sorts of gears. So, time to start troubleshooting.
Real glamorous here.
Yep, still missing that repair stand. Alright, well, I talked to Garbrook, and they say that KMC chains are not compatible with their chain rings and cassettes. So that's sad for me because KMC chains are gold. Shimano chains are not gold. Just gonna put this on, see if it helps. This is a lot of wax. Anyone need any wax? I got some. Got extra here. Yeah, I'm sure it will work as a bikini wax.
Let's try. Let's try right now. Oops. Yep.
Okay, so we've got our professional bike stand set up. The chain is on.
Ooh la la.
Tight link. Tight link. All right, so hopefully that works a lot better. It looks worse because it's not gold. You know, the red tape tends to like to fade into pink pretty quickly in the Arizona sun here. So I just want to make sure this thing is primped for its photo shoot and for the photo shoot that you'll see on this YouTube. I want to make sure it's primped for you.
Oh wow.
That should do it. Didn't really, I didn't think that chains mattered that much. Call me ignorant. I didn't know, but yeah, this Shimano chain, like night and day compared to the KMC, so. Man, kind of feeling like I should have gone with the clear shellac on the red, because it's got kind of orangey, but I don't know. It's pretty, has a nice Arizona look to it, I guess. Do I like the shifting? No. No, I don't. But afraid to try any 11-speed levers. I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know. They won't look as nice as these levers. I know that much. I mean, it is really fat tire heaven out here. Unbelievable. I think I could do this ride just about anything. Yeah, for this bike with this tire size, feels so good out here. Low enough pressure, I'm at like 25 PSI rear and like 23 front. Just rolling on clouds. In a setting like this. Okay, so the next morning after I shellacked this tape, I woke up and I realized the mistake I'd made. Really turned into a brown color, and I should know that. So I called into town, and Johnny Pucci and Josh,
Them over there.
special delivered me some red new bombs from Transit in Tucson. So we're back in business here, but first we got to get rid of this trash. Some fresh beans from Presta in Tucson. Thank you, Curtis. I've got to do a few things to get this, make this drivetrain a little smoother. So get a little pick-me-up here while I take apart the crank and adjust the chain line a little bit. Certainly not as easy to dial in your chain line as it is with a square taper bottom bracket. And here you have it, folks. It's glam time. As it turned out, I just needed to add some drip wax to the chain, and the drivetrain was much quiet again. Much quieter again? Okay, well, let's get into this sniff, shall we? Open up those nasal passages. There's our new tire, the Brute 700 by 53 XTR hubs. Here's that Garbrook 1x Aero chainring with their all-road crankset. Sklar seat post with a Ideale titanium saddle. Sniff, sniff away, folks. Please take that sniff. Okay, well, tune stem from the previous ALUMAX. We've got the Nitto 151 handlebars that I've flared myself. Let's take a look at this backside here, shall we? Of course, I got my spare TPU tube wrapped in a bandana. There's another shot of those handlebars. I had a little flare to myself. Okay, look at the rear end. That big Garbrook cassette, 1146. ALUMAX II, number 1. LaRon. Again, we've got Ultra Dynamical Brute. Some Paul brakes in the background there, the touring cannies. Chris King headset. Suntour down to micro shift. And here's that Campagnolo Eckhart 13 rear derailleur. Doesn't quite work in the 46, although it's only rated to 44. So we're trying a Shimano XT next. And another shot of those Paul brakes. And it's not a Ron's unless it's a Ron's.
Available now for pre-order at ronsbikes.com. Thank you, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video.